In this video, I'm going to be going over the first presented fair value gap, what it is, and how you can use it in your trading. First, for those who don't know what a fair value gap is, it is a key level in the market where the market might react. Specifically, it is when you have a sequence of 3 candles where the wick on the first candle and the wick on the third candle don't overlap and leave an empty area in between on the second candle. You can mark this out with a box and drag it over. The first one of these that forms after market open is known as the first presented fair value gap. So any fair value gap that forms after 9:30 Eastern. It's important to note that all 3 of the candles that make up the fair value gap must be after 9:30. So if a fair value gap forms using the 9:29 candle, the 9:30 candle, and the 9:31 candle, that fair value gap is no good. It needs to start with the 9:30 candle. So now what makes the first presented fair value gap so important? Well, it's more important than a regular fair value gap. It's not necessarily going to get respected or going to get inversed. Either one of those can happen. But pay attention to how the market interacts with this fair value gap, because based off of whether we respect it and continue in the same direction we're going or we inverse it, that's going to tell us a lot about where the market wants to go for the day. For instance, today we broke an old swing low off to the left on the chart, and the first presented fair value gap was right above. We back test it and then continue lower to the lows that the market wanted to go to. But we won't always necessarily respect it. Sometimes we will inverse it and then continue the opposite direction. That tells you that the market wants to go the opposite way. As well, you're going to want to have this fair value gap marked out all day long. You're going to want to drag it out across the entire day, because the market is going to interact with it in different ways throughout the day. Before we go run whatever highs or lows we want to run throughout the day, the market is going to respect that first presented fair value gap as support and resistance. So keep this fair value gap drawn out until the end of the trading day. But in summary, based off of where the market wants to go, what highs or lows does the market want to run to, it's either going to respect this gap or it's going to inverse it, and then a lot of time it'll backtest the inversion and then continue in the direction that it wants to go. So pay attention to how the market interacts with this fair value gap throughout the day. Try this out, mark this out on your chart. It might blow your mind.